Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am 2220488 Muhammad Fahim bin Shahdzul Kahar. Today I will explain on how Malaysia provides a comprehensive overview of the historical background and contemporary challenges surrounding Spratly Island. First, Malaysia, along with several other countries, lays claim to portions of the Spratly Islands in the South China Sea. This complex dispute has its roots in history, geography, and the potential for valuable resources in the region. World War II, the newly independent nations of the region began asserting their own claims. China, Vietnam, the Philippines, and Malaysia all declared ownership of parts of the Spratlys. Complexity of the disputes, Malaysia's claims overlap with those of other countries, particularly China and Vietnam. Malaysia's justification for its claim over the Spratly Island rests on several key arguments. First, Malaysia claims to have exercised continuous and peaceful control over the island it claims since the 1960s. This includes activities like fishing, resource exploration, and maintaining a military presence. Malaysia argues that its geographical proximity to the Spratly Island gives it a natural and inherent right to claim some of the island. Second, the island could provide valuable economic benefits for Malaysia, including tourism, fishing, and potential resource extraction. It is important to note that these agreements are not universally accepted and are often contested by other claimants, particularly China and Vietnam. Malaysia employs various military assets for patrolling and asserting its claims in the Spratly Islands. Here are some key ones. First, naval assets. Fast attack craft, FAC. These agile and heavily armed boats are the backbone of Malaysia's maritime defence, particularly in the South China Sea. The Navy operates several classes of FACs, including the Nakhoda Sulaiman and the Fast Control Craft. Second, offshore patrol vessels, larger and more heavily armed than FACs. OPVs offer longer range and endurance for patrolling the vast stretches of the South China Sea. The Kedah class OPVs are the mainstays of this category. Littoral mission ships. These versatile vessels are designed for various missions including maritime security, search and rescue, and environmental protection. The LMS-6 is a prime example. Next, maritime patrol aircraft. These planes provide aerial surveillance and reconnaissance capabilities over the Spratly Island. Malaysia operates several types of MPAs, including the Lockheed Martin and C-130 Hercules. Next, helicopters. Helicopters offer flexibility for troop deployment, search and rescue, and logistical support on the island. The Eurocopter Super Puma is a prominent example in the Malaysian's inventory. Other assets, Marine Commandos. These elite units are trained for amphibious operations and special missions in the maritime domain. Next, radar stations, land-based and shipborne. Radars provide crucial surveillance coverage of the Spratly Island. It is more important to note that Malaysia's military presence in the Spratly Island is primarily for defensive purpose and maintaining its claim. The country generally avoids provocative actions and emphasizes peaceful resolution of disputes through this diplomatic channel. Malaysia faces several significant issues and challenges in its endeavour to assert its claim over the Spratly Island, primarily due to overlapping cliffs and the complex geopolitical landscape of the South China Sea. Here are some key points. Overlapping claims, competition with China. China's expansive 9-dash line claim encompasses almost the entirety of the Spratly Island, including areas Malaysia's claims. This creates a major obstacle for Malaysia's efforts to establish its own territorial and resources right. Second, resource challenges. The lack of effective control over the Spratly Island makes them vulnerable to illegal fishing activities, impacting Malaysia's fisheries and marine ecosystem. Next, lack of a binding agreement. The absence of a legally binding agreement between claimants hampers efforts to peacefully resolve the dispute and establish clear maritime boundaries. Future of Malaysia's claim in the Spratly Island remains uncertain, and the challenges will continue to be complex. However, by employing a combination of diplomatic, legal, and military strategies, Malaysia can strive to secure its interests and contribute to a peaceful resolution of the wider South China Sea dispute. In the conclusion, Malaysia's claim to the Spratly Island is driven by a combination of historical, legal, and resources-based factors. The dispute remains complex and unresolved, with various claimants holding competition positions. While the path towards a peaceful resolution remains uncertain, ongoing dialogues and international cooperation could potentially pave the way for a more stable and predictable future for the region. It is important to note that this is a complex issue with various perspectives. This summary provides a general overview of Malaysia's claim, but further research is recommended to gain deeper understanding of the nuanced arguments and perspectives involved in the Australia Island dispute. That's all from me. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.